my name is Sean Balvenier. This is an informational speech called Unveiling Shadows, Navigating the Realm of Intelligence Agencies of the CIA, FBI, and NSA. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine a world shrouded by mystery, where intelligent operatives navigate a web of secrecy, unearthing hidden truths, and protecting national security. In this realm, the lines between terrorism and espionage start to blur, where intelligence agencies like the FBI, the CIA, and NSA stand as sentinel guardians guarding our national safety. These agencies play a crucial role in national security, stopping threats, as well as maintaining a delicate balance between individual liberties as well as collective safeties. Today I want to educate you all about these three agencies. I will provide significant facts about these histories of these agencies and everything like that. This all started when I was younger. I had multiple family members who were members of the armed forces, as well as a close family friend who was an FBI agent. Inspired by those stories and experiences, I became interested in educating myself about these agencies, as well as hoping to become a part of one of these agencies one day. So let's embark on a journey through the murky waters of intelligence and security. The first stop on this journey is going to be the FBI. The FBI stands for the Federal Bureau of Investigations. According to the FBI History Archives, the FBI was founded in 1908 by President Theodore Roosevelt and Attorney General Charles Bonaparte. Bonaparte is related to the infamous dictator of France, Napoleon Bonaparte. He was actually Napoleon's youngest brother's grandson. The reason why the FBI was founded was, according to PBS, Public Broadcast Services, is that the FBI needed to investigate internal corruption, mainly corruption in the government. Throughout the history of the FBI, they have numerous accomplishments and a lot of high-profile cases. Some of these accomplishments list from the bringing down of organized crime syndicates, as well as thwarting terroristic plots. One of the accomplishments the FBI can take credit for is taking down the mafia. The mafia is definitely a shadow of its former self, thanks to the due diligence of the FBI and the agents involved. That partnership took numerous years to accomplish, but it was accomplished nonetheless. One of the most notable terroristic plots the FBI thwarted was the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. This plot did unfortunately have some casualties, but due to the due diligence of the FBI agents behind the scenes, they discovered critical evidence which allowed the arrest of the terror cell responsible for bringing any more terrorist activity from that terror cell. The FBI has many duties and responsibilities, such as combating terrorism, domestically and also foreign or internationally, as well as conducting intelligence operations, both intelligence and counterintelligence, and combating public corruption, which means they investigate into governments, their officials, public figures, people of famous, anyone with the power to influence people on a mass scale. Speaking of influence, it brings us to my next topic, which would be the CIA, which is the Central Intelligence Agency. The Central Intelligence Agency was founded in 1947 by President Harry Truman. Mr. Truman signed the National Security Act of 1947, which establishes a centralized intelligence. This was critical because we were in the middle of the Cold War. It was the beginning of the Cold War, but we needed all the intelligence we could possibly gather. So by having a centralized intelligence organization, we were able to stay one step ahead of the Soviets as well as our adversaries. But not only that, the CIA provides strategic intelligence to policymakers as well as conducts covert operations that help advance and protect U.S. national security interests, which is the most important of all. Every federal organization is no miss to controversies. The FBI has the controversies, and the CIA definitely had a handful of controversies over the years. One of the most notable controversies would be the MK-Ultra project. MK-Ultra was a series of mind control experiments conducted between 1953 and 1973. All this information is directly from the now declassified MK-Ultra documents, which are now public domain and anyone can look them up. These documents were very unnerving when I first got my hands on them. For example, quote unquote, the CIA had made little sense of doing this. they didn't make any scientific sense. On top of that, they had non-qualified observations from their agencies. So the agents conducting these experiments were not scientists. They had no qualifications to observe scientifically. They were just following orders. And the most mind-numbing of these facts is that the CIA supposedly used United States citizens as unwitting test subjects. So anyone at random could be chosen to be a participant in the MK Ultra project, and they have no idea on why. This may hurt the CIA's credibility to you all, but I'm here to reinforce that the CIA is actually very important. The importance of the CIA is because it's due to its authority to conduct covert operations, which include intelligence collection, counterintelligence, sabotage, influence activities, and espionage. Espionage is going to be the bread and butter of the CIA. They're very good at it. And since we're talking about the CIA, is a perfect branch to the last topic of this speech. It's going to be the NSA, the National Security Agency, or Big Brother. The National Security Agency was also founded by Harry Truman on November 4th, 1952. Unlike the FBI and the CIA, this actually was kept secret from the American people. According to the NSA History Archive, Congress ordered that the NSA to be held secret for 20 years. During that 20-year span, no one knew it existed. It operated without rules. It was its own manpower machine of the government. Originally, they said that the NSA original purpose was to solely monitor foreign communications. This would later turn out to be completely untrue. Like I mentioned about MK Ultra with the CIA, the NSA had various controversies as well. The biggest controversy to date were in the Edward Snowden leaks of 2013. Edward Snowden was a former NSA analyst, and he leaked tons of classified documents proving that there was a history of monitoring and tracking of American citizens, as well as off-the-books extensive surveillance operations on American citizens. So it turned out to be untrue that the NSA was only operating on foreigners. They were operating on American citizens as well. Some of these prominent figures you'd be surprised to hear. And Martin Luther King Jr. was a target of the NSA's off-the-books observations. Muhammad Ali was another target, as long as various senators, congressmen, political figures, and civil rights activists. All this documented information is available on NSA's History of Archives. The NSA's mission statement is really going to tell you what they're about. NSA provides foreign signal intelligence signal consistent with our authorities to our nation's policymakers and military forces to defend our country, save lives, and advance U.S. goals and alliances globally. So basically they're saying that the NSA captures any type of digital intelligence, radio waves, text messages, emails, and they use that information to better Americans' resources. In conclusion, the NSA and FBI and CIA all contribute to the safeguarding of national security, countering threats, and maintaining the delicate balance between individual liberties and collective safety. They operate in the shadows, doing what others cannot, allowing us to enjoy our sunsets and our sunrises in peace. Always remember this: the world of intelligence agencies is complex and intriguing, and it's essential to understand in order to appreciate the ultimate sacrifice some of these service members make to protect our individual freedoms on a daily basis. And always remember, they're the one who knocks.